Hi, I'm Irene from yogascreen.com. In this video, I'm going to talk about what are the 3 things you should know before starting yoga. There are a variety of reasons of why you might choose to practice yoga. These might include things like wanting to become more flexible, perhaps stronger, or overall improving your health, or things like reducing stress or being injury-free. We'll explore 3 of the main things that are useful to keep into consideration as you start your yoga journey. A common myth that you often hear is about the idea that you need already to be flexible or strong to start yoga. In fact, you don't need to be able to already bend down and touch your toes or to be able to balance on one leg to do yoga. That's not necessary. If you start to practice yoga consistently, you'll start to notice improvements of flexibility and of strength. And this will affect not only your physical body, but also your mental and emotional states will become more flexible and strong. Due to doing the physical movements in yoga, you'll start to notice that you become more open and stronger. And through this, you'll start to also notice that you can focus a little bit better on your breath as you're moving, and that your breath will become more steady. This will in turn help to calm and stabilize your mind, to have an overall body and mind effect. So you've decided to practice yoga. The next thing that you might find intimidating is to navigate through all the different styles and figure out what style of yoga works for you. There can be styles that are much more dynamic and focused around a lot of movements, and other styles that are more calm and restorative. Even actually within the same style of yoga, the style might vary slightly depending on the teacher's motivation and experience. You want to try to find the styles of yoga that match best with your overall goals and motivations for doing yoga. These styles, Ashtanga and Vinyasa yoga, are focused on a dynamic and energetic practice. The difference is that in Ashtanga there is a set sequence that you'll start as you begin to learn the sequence to practice in a meditative flow. While with Vinyasa, each time you practice, the sequence can be different and the order that you approach the poses might also vary. Hatha yoga is generally slightly slower, focused more on alignment, but still building strength and flexibility. You'll notice as you practice Hatha, the transitions between poses are slightly slower and you'll stay in the poses a little longer. This is very helpful for beginners to be able to learn the fundamentals of the yoga poses. Due to the focus on alignment and correct posture, Hatha yoga can also be well suited to someone that is practicing yoga with an injury. Yin and restorative yoga are more gentle, calming, and slow forms of yoga. With Yin yoga, you will hold seated or lying down poses for about 3 to 5 minutes. While in restorative yoga, the focus is more on using props to get comfortable and staying for maybe 15 or 20 minutes in each pose. There are no limitations to practicing only one style of yoga. In fact, it can be quite helpful to diversify slightly and for a more balanced approach, use different styles of yoga to help you get there. Having said that, do become aware also if you have a tendency to change a lot between different styles of yoga and different teachers, and ask yourself, why are you doing this? It can be helpful for some consistent practice to stay also with the same styles and same teachers to get most out of your practice. So in the end, no matter which style of yoga you choose, you'll really notice most of the benefits if you try to practice that style consistently. And by choosing a particular style of yoga that you enjoy, will encourage you, of course, also to practice. As a beginner, it can be useful to try out different styles of yoga, either within a group setting or perhaps virtually, so you get a great experience about what those styles are all about. Once you've decided that you want to practice yoga, the best way to notice the benefits is by simply doing the practice and then observing. Learning yoga in a group class setting can be very helpful. You might choose to learn and take a class in a gym or at a yoga studio. This way you'll get direct feedback from the teacher about how you're practicing and the motivation from other students in the class. If you're relatively new to yoga, you might find it useful to begin with a relatively small group to learn in, and that way there'll be much more personal attention from the teacher than in a larger setting. If it's hard for you to get to a group class, or if you find it intimidating to do yoga in a larger group, you can choose to practice yoga in the comfort of your own home. Using the yoga video tutorials that you'll find on places like yogascreen.com can be helpful to learn the fundamentals of all of the key yoga poses. These are a great option not only if you live far away from a place where there are group classes happening, but also if you're a little bit short of money, because most of these online videos are free to access and all you need to find is perhaps 10 or 15 minutes to do so, and then you can start your journey to gradually learning a little bit more about yoga. Another great option can be to learn yoga through a beginner's workshop or course. This way you'll get the chance to learn the fundamentals whilst being in a group with other people that are completely new to yoga. Yoga was traditionally taught in a one-on-one approach, giving a direct connection between the teacher and the student. Private classes give this opportunity for the teacher to tailor the class specifically to your needs and also to give a personalized approach and feedback based on your practice. When you're just starting yoga, it can be useful to practice consistently for a period of time before you decide if you like it or not. This is because the benefits that you'll feel both physically and mentally will only come after a period of practice. The beauty of yoga is once you have the tools to know what and how to practice, you can take your mat wherever you want and practice anywhere. Thanks for watching. Please consider to like and subscribe, or visit our website yogascreen.com to learn the fundamentals of the most common yoga poses.